In this lesson, we're going to practice creating inequalities for real-world scenarios. One of the most important skills when it comes to translating is recognizing which phrases correspond to which inequality symbols. We have a less than, greater than, less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to sign. Remember, the less than ones are the ones that look like the L. Please make sure you know them. It's the key to being successful. Let's start by just translating simple inequalities. 8 less than the product of 4 and x is at most 24. I begin by circling key phrases and putting my symbols beneath these key phrases. Less than is subtraction, but when it's less than, remember that's our yield sign that causes the order to switch, and product of means multiply. I bring things straight down. The 24 is to the right, so it goes to the right of the inequality symbol. When I have two key phrases over here, I usually handle this second one first. Product of 4 and x is best written as 4x, and then it's minus 8. Here we go. Easy enough. Twice the difference of x and 3 is no less than negative 84. Twice means 2 times. Difference is subtraction, not division. Is no less than would be greater than or equal to. So I'll just bring down then. I need to do twice the difference. Well, the difference is subtraction of x minus 3. These parentheses are necessary to show that I'm multiplying what I get after I subtract. 26 exceeds the quotient of 5 times x and 12. Exceeds should be greater than. Quotient is division. Times is multiply. So I would, again, 26 is greater than the quotient of 5 times x and 12. This and is really showing me what's being divided here. So 5 times x and then the quotient of that and 12. Okay, let's go a little bit further here. We're going to just set up some inequalities for real-world scenarios. Debbie has at most $60 to spend on clothes. She wants to buy a pair of jeans for $22 and spend the rest on t-shirts. Each t-shirt costs $8. How many t-shirts can she buy? So I'm going to let T be the number of t-shirts. Debbie has at most would be less than or equal to, so she can spend at most $60. So I'm going to write what she can spend over here on the left. And she's buying jeans, they're $22, plus she's buying more, so her spending is going up. And $8 for each shirt. So 22 plus 8t is less than or equal to 60. Next one, we're not solving, we're just setting it up. Anna sells funnel cakes at the county fair. She has to rent the equipment for $46 and spends 48 cents on ingredients for each cake. What is the minimum number of funnel cakes Anna must sell at $1.50 each in order to make a profit? Well, profit, if you think about it, profit would be that what you sell has to be greater than your cost. So I just kind of put that there to think about this. So what is she selling her cakes for? Well, $1.50 for each one. So I'm going to say $1.50x is greater than, well, what's her cost? Each cake costs her 48 cents, but she also, 48 cents x, but she also is spending $46 on equipment. So this would be the inequality you need to solve in order to answer the question. Now let's put it all together and go through the complete process of writing and solving and expressing our answer in a way that makes sense. You spend $46 on supplies to make wooden ornaments and plan to sell the ornaments for 50 cents each. What are the possible number of ornaments that you can sell in order to make a profit? So again, profit, what you sell, and the amount you sell must be greater than your costs, or you would lose money. So what are we selling them for? 50 cents each. So 0.50, x is the number of ornaments, is greater than her cost would be $46. And we have no other information, so this is actually a fairly simple one. Now let's actually solve this. So I'm going to divide both sides by 50 cents No need to flip the direction of the inequality sign here because I didn't divide by a negative, and that would get me 92. Now recognize that this says x is greater than 92. So you have to sell more than 92 ornaments. So I always express my answer in sentence format. And notice just in my words here, I don't say you sell 92, I say more than. It's just kind of easy to take the inequality symbol and use one of the phrases that mean that symbol. Last one, a nurse has worked 7 hours so far this week. If the remaining shifts for the week are each 4 hours long, how many possible full shifts can she work if she can work at most 24 hours this week? And we're letting X be the number of shifts. So you can't work part of a shift. You can't choose to work like 5 hours. It's a full 4-hour shift you need to pick up. So presently, this nurse has worked 7 hours, and she's going to work more. So we're going to put plus 4 hours for each shift. So I'm going to say plus 4x, and she can work at most would be less than or equal to 24. All right, let's solve this. So we will subtract 7 from each side, which gives us positive 4x. It's less than or equal to 17. And then, lastly, divide both sides by 4. Gives me x is less than or equal to 4.25. I'm not going to express it in fraction form. And this needs to be shifts. But it says up here that how many full shifts can she work? So it doesn't make sense to work 4.25, it's not a possibility. So the most she could work is less than or equal to 4. And then lastly, I'll express that in sentence form. So again, I use this phrase, the nurse can work at most 4 full shifts, and that would imply she could work 3, 2, 1, or 0. It's your turn to practice. Please reach out if you have any questions.